Are we though? There we are.
Hey, welcome to another episode of How Did You Get There? With your hosts, Jeffrey Graham and Stephen Graham. This is a show where we like to be critical of thoughts, ideas, opinions, and beliefs, but not necessarily the people who hold them.
These opinions are ours. They are not Jess FM, or any affiliates or people named Jess. But we would love your critique of our thoughts, ideas, opinions, and beliefs about other people's thoughts, ideas, opinions, and beliefs.
Yeah. So if you have something to say, you can hit us up on the Facebooks or the
Twitter.
The formerly Twitter.
I'm dead naming it forever. At HDYTGYQL. That's How Did You Get There? Lethbridge Airport Code.
Cool. Yeah. School.
YQL.
Yeah. Did you know that there's a computer database language called YQL?
No.
There is.
That is average to know. Was it developed here?
No, Japan.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. It's not Yen query language, I checked.
No money.
But there's it's a
yeah,
it's a thing.
It's a thing.
That's why I don't have YQL.com.
Oh, yeah, fair.
But I thought about it.
Yep. Yeah. That was on the agenda. So speaking of YQL, and well, generally the province of Alberta, I'm not sure if other provinces are doing this.
I don't think so. I think it's part of the weird Americanization of our electoral system. Not that the American system is weird. It's just weird to me that we're
trying to mirror it, even though we had a system that worked adequately well. That we are having fixed elections every 4 years. Unless, or I think and that's for civic, right? Yeah. Provincially mandated civic elections every 4 years.
It used to be every 3, but now it's 4, unless I think federally band councils fall under a different jurisdiction, and they are restricted to 2-year terms, which is not enough time to get on and get something done. So it keeps you in a constant state of change and flux, and makes it very difficult to move forward.
It's as though they'd witnessed that in the 3-year terms and moved it to 4 years.
Right, for us civically. Also, it then conveniently mirrors the legislated 4-year terms for provincial, whereas the law, the regulation is 4 years, but the law is not more than 5 years.
As also stated federally, not more than 5.
Yes. There are some specific exceptions for the not more than 5 rule, but they just almost never happen.
Even in the times that they were applicable, we still ran elections anyway.
Yeah. There's nothing stopping a provincial government from calling a new election, a full election, in 10 days. Or 6 months, or whatever. They just
cannot exceed 5 years.
Yep. And that used to be the way. But civic elections, pretty fixed. It used to be every 3 years, but then sometimes it would run into the
election on an election year.
Well, because the problem was going to be, because the provincial government wanted to have fixed election dates, and the 3 years would collide with the 4 years eventually. So they went, okay, we're just going to make everything 4 years, so then we can have our fixed dates for provincial, and then maybe not have collisions. So that's how we end up in this mess. But it's our mess, yay democracy, and so we have chosen the people who have chosen to enact this legislation, and now we get a chance to choose the people who look out for the health and well-being of the citizens of the city of Lethbridge and other municipalities across the province of Alberta.
Yes. There might be, for me, there's like a multi-pronged approach. So I typically try to approach this like newly minted voter. Like I want to, although I definitely have opinions about current council, I will look at their platforms again this year.
Oh, yes.
Not so that I'm not relying on, well, Frank is a great guy, I'm going to vote for Frank again because he did so well last time and he said he was going to do the thing. He did the thing. I might want to check on the next thing he's going to do if I'm sure he's going to do the thing.
I really like that he made this road have an extra lane of traffic on it. So I'm going to vote for him, but I don't bother to check that his next move is to tear down my favorite park.
Yeah, exactly. To make the next awesome lane that people would love.
Yeah.
So that's my newly minted voter part of what I do is I just pretend to an extent that the claims they make this go round are new enough claims.
A little bit Bayesian.
Yep.
You have a prior to work with, so you're...
But I'm ignoring the prior in my initial assessment.
Initial assessments attempt to avoid the prior.
Yep.
Perfect. So if you say you're going to tear down Park X, I probably won't vote for you. If you say you're going to build Park X,
I would consider why.
Why and where. I mean, maybe there's a reason you want to tear down Park X. Maybe you're going to put it together and...
New location, B...
Do something better.
Close enough and big enough to offset the... Weirdly, like that's a thing. Still, I'll brag this up a little bit. Still, Lethbridge quite green.
Very green.
Like in terms of green spaces and trying to not cityfy everything.
Yep.
As it were.
And there's even a move to keep the city trees replenished. Although it does feel a bit like pulling teeth sometimes to get it done, but it gets done, and I appreciate our parks people for doing what they can to keep the city as green as it is, given the budget they are permitted.
That would be another thing I would consider then going forward. Looking at what's up is I would look at what the city has roughly used as a budget. Then I would look at see what each councillor might have planned and see where councillors might agree on a plan. They all think Park X bad, can save money by removing Park X and building Park Y.
Yeah.
But those... So that's the thing, though. Like, if someone's like, well, I want to build 10 new arts centers, don't. One would be lots.
Yeah, we can't support 10.
Nope. But if someone put that down, like, why? Right? So I have those questions, too. I want to make this thing that's, like, if it's... I guess there's a tiny hint of conservatism in my budgeting, but only because I think the money can sometimes be better spent across the citizenry rather than on a single project.
Yeah. So I do look at many aspects of claimed fiscal responsibility. So the first thing that I look at is, what are the things that you think it's valuable to spend on? And I also look at, what is your willingness to engage the citizenry in paying for it? If you are coming up and saying, we need a stronger police force and I'm going to cut taxes, I'm going to immediately be suspect, because the only way that you could do both of those things is to cut something else. Things you don't have to necessarily raise taxes, maintain taxes. Maybe that's the answer. So I think that anybody claiming we're going to do all this stuff for you and cut taxes, that just means that all the things that you're claiming you're going to be able to do, you're going to do at the expense of other things that we already enjoy, which is not good. I don't think.
Or not implement the things you think you could because those funds don't exist, or you would half-ass all of them.
I was going to say you're going to half-ass
and
a bunch of stuff.
and then claim success anyway, because look what I started, and then these other people got in my way. Otherwise, it would have.
We're absolutely going to build this park. I'm going to pick parks. Parks is going to be my example because I think it's less controversial, not non-controversial.
True.
But we are going to build this park if we get participation from the other levels of government. Right. Okay. But we're going to cut your taxes.
No.
But so is everybody going to cut our taxes? So where's the money coming from? Question mark.
And from a taxpayer standpoint, say, it's still coming out of our pocket, right? Doesn't matter which level of government is actually paying,
right?
Because they're not. I mean, they might have taken some of my tax money and invested it, and they're only spending the dividends. Then maybe, but it's still like essentially taxpayer money funding a tax.
All government, everything is taxpayer money.
Yes,
and so if almost without exception.
So for a level of government to say that, well, no, it won't cost you directly, we're going to talk to this higher level of government, is not true. You're just, because I'm still paying. It's just I'm not paying out of my city taxes. Now my city taxes won't go up, but my provincial taxes will go up to pay for the same thing.
I have a lot
on a paper.
And taxation is a weird and wonderful thing, and people have all kinds of feels about the taxes civically. I had a conversation with someone who was complaining because they felt that the city was double dipping because their mill rate increased on their property tax and their assessment went up. So the city not only gets more money because of the mill rate, they also get more money because they raised the assessment value. I had the same look and said,
in that, did your home not gain value?
So could you not sell your house for more? Yep. Then it's worth more. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So the city didn't decide that you wanted to value your house higher. It just understands the value of your home.
The value of your house is higher than it was last year. And that's just a recognition.
If they super inflated that number, then I would believe this claim.
But they don't.
If they told me my house was suddenly a $1.2 million home, then I would have a concern, because I do not feel I could sell my home for that amount of money.
I don't actually know anyone in Lethbridge. Personally, I don't know them. And there may be people, but I don't know them, who own houses for which the assessed value is higher than the market value.
That was going to be, in fact, where I was headed. Is I dare you to only sell your home for the assessed value.
It'll sell really quickly.
Yep.
Because somebody else is going to turn around 30 days later and sell it for more. Oh, well, sorry.
Sell it for market value.
2 years later, because they have to live in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because we have new laws about that. Or pay capital gains.
We could stop licensing Airbnbs. That will help housing prices locally. Because an Airbnb requires a business license. And those are given out by the city.
That's just another cash grab. Okay, well, how do we pay for the roads again? With that cash.
Did you want someone to be able to drive to your B&B?
Yeah. Oh, I don't want. We need to cut taxes. We can't fix your roads because there's not enough budget for it.
We needed more police, so you get potholes.
Yeah, I think that's a terrible trade-off.
I kind of do.
Couldn't we get more potholes instead? Oh wait, no, fewer potholes instead.
Fewer potholes, and crime prevention is more cost-effective than law enforcement.
Yeah.
Weird. So if we could free up some homes, there'd be less people that are struggling to make ends meet.
So I think the claims for human compassion, I think are
good one.
way well into what I consider when I'm looking at platforms. What do you claim you will do in support of every citizen? what inclusive kinds of claims are you making? Do you think that people who do not own or rent property are valuable to our city in any way, shape, or form, even as humans? And what would you commit to supporting everyone? That's the best way I can say. Don't make the homeless somebody else's problem, because it's our community, it's our problem, and they are our responsibility.
They are members of our community.
They're part of our community. Yeah. Right. So if you make a claim like, well, we're gonna cure homelessness by moving it elsewhere, that's not a good sign. We're gonna put everybody up in hotels for 6 months while we do the point in time count, so that we look like we've eliminated homelessness. That's not really solving the problem either.
No.
Like, any kind of short-term fix is not a fix.
No, Band-Aids don't fix broken legs. They just stop the bleeding at that spot. That's a thing where I can even cite an example. I do the Shakespeare in the Park. This year, there were fewer of homeless people in the park this year. Or there were the people that seemed to be there, whether they had homes or not, were not discernible.
Yeah.
Does that mean that homelessness ended in Lethbridge?
Well, I don't think so.
No. I found them, in fact, just on the fringes of the downtown, because downtown had a homelessness problem. Lethbridge didn't. Downtown did. And so they had to solve the homelessness issue downtown. And they kind of did. The double-edged sword of making a location in your community the heart of that community is that people tend to gravitate towards where the services are. So I'm not sure the benefits.
I think the funniest way I can say this is, if this is the heart of the community, the downtown is the heart of the community, what body part is City Hall? and the generous,
because it's just outside of the downtown.
It's just it's
not downtown.
It's not downtown.
It's not Warehouse District.
No, I think it's technically London Road. But if downtown is heart of the city, then maybe City Hall thinks it's the head of the city. I would suggest it might occasionally be something somewhat lower than that.
It could be the colon of the city.
I'm thinking, because that's where people leave. They leave downtown through that area.
And because of our, I just
the shape of the building doesn't help.
It does look toilet shaped. That's exactly. And what's worse is they make me slow down even more, so I have to persist near this area of my city.
No, they invite you to slow down.
No, they didn't. No.
Yeah, they do. They say go 30.
Yep, maximum.
Yeah, people don't actually do that. I mean, I do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I sometimes even try and get up to 30 on my bicycle when I'm going through there, so that I'm not impeding traffic.
Right. And I can see it where I'm I can't see why. Quite honestly, it's not a playground zone. It's not got the big green arrow thing in the middle of the street.
No, it does have the Yates on that block, and people...
We could install pedestrian lights.
We can't even get a decorative crosswalk built. It was suggested that a decorative crosswalk there, reflecting veterans, would be a good idea.
So the impediment to veteran memorial crosswalks is the Legion.
Not in this case.
Really? I am stunned, because they absolutely shut down some small town because some kid painted poppies on a crosswalk. And the Legion was not having it. They didn't license it.
No, the Legion suggested, hey, it would be really cool.
Nice.
And we're not looking for money, we're looking for permission.
Mm-hmm.
And the city said, well, we're working on a policy on decorative sidewalks.
We have decorative sidewalks elsewhere in our community.
Yep, but they already existed. They were already granted.
Mm.
So we'll get back to you in the third quarter of next year.
That would have been years ago.
No, that's now.
Oh, right. Oh, we're in that third quarter.
We are in the third quarter right now.
So, like, just say before Remembrance Day, but, like, the snow hasn't flown, so we could still put that down.
Yeah. Watching city council meetings in Lethbridge it's great. The verbal and mental gymnastics required to watch and comprehend, never mind sit in the room and try and do the thing. I don't know how some of them can, like, they must be able to walk and chew gum like nobody's business, the way that they can tightrope walk whatever it is that they're trying to get around in the chamber.
So I have tried to sit through some of the more recent ones. Not a lot, because it's very difficult for me. I have things I want to say, and I want to interject, but I'm aware of the procedures. So I put a hole through my tongue, and then I can't go. Cause. The things, the tightrope walk,
Today is pseudo-intellectual day.
Because of the council. Not all of you.
No, just really one or maybe
one.
Two.
I invite one or two of you. I invite all of you. Come on down. Find some time. Contact me. Contact Jesse. Contact Steven. We'll have you on. This call is open to any and all.
You bet.
School board, whatever you want. If you've got a thing. And that way, if we only have one or two of you on, that's your own fault for not also inviting yourself.
Yeah, be prepared. We're weird.
We bring on nice little old ladies and they survive.
Yeah.
Like Dawn made it.
Yes.
And she actually afterwards said, that was fun. Like on a separate occasion later.
Yeah, we're not terrible.
No.
We will ask you strong questions, and we'll also throw you a couple of softballs.
We might even help you if that strong question was hard for you.
Yep. It's fine. And one of the things that I've been doing, if you saw me typing here, or tapping here, the questions that we're coming up with about how we make our decisions, I'm trying to make a list of these, so that over the course of the next 2 weeks, you and I can do our homework, as it were, and look at the available platforms and things, and try and honestly judge by the things that we say we judge by.
Yes.
Like, as I say that, but I know that being human, I have biases.
Right? That's why I try and do a thing like this, so that, like, I'm not just going with, well, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Or I like that guy. Or whatever.
I have tried voting for someone because I like that person and I like what they said, and then they promptly didn't do the thing they said they were going to do. Now, granted, they didn't push very hard because they were new that year, but it never happened. And
I don't think newness. I think there is bullying from incumbent councils.
Well, and that's the problem of newness.
Yeah.
Is the incumbent councilors know how things are done.
Yes.
And
I was informed of this while I ran. Well, you would see once you get there. No, actually, there would be no convincing me that the procedures change because of old council. They have a rule book on how things go.
They don't follow it, but yes, they do.
But that's how I would operate. Like, they would tell me the thing, and I'd be like, that's not in the guidebook, so we're not doing it that way.
Yeah.
Yep. Click. It's worked well on me. Other boards put up with me.
Yep.
Because I'm not wrong. I'm not great.
I have completely shut down a board once just by employing Robert's Rules of Order.
Yes.
It's like, you can't do that. The rules, the Constitution and bylaws of this organization say, these are the rules that apply in meetings. You are not doing this thing. You may not do that thing.
Yeah.
And I have said on many occasions to many incumbent councillors and to the city clerk, yay, Madam City Clerk, bless your soul.
She's very tolerant of people like us.
Enough. And I said, I don't think you can do that, because it says here, you can't do that. Or if you're doing this thing, you must do it this way. And they do for a couple of days, and then they forget and they go back to their old ways. Motion going to closed. All in favor? Carried. That is against the provincial statutes. to do it that way. And yet, the sitting mayor runs the council meetings that way. And I'm going to just say it here live on air, on camera, recorded for all posterity. Please follow the law when you're doing things about making law.
Yeah, that would be great. Lead by example sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how else to put that. I'm not sure. Do those laws count if they were created under illegal circumstances? I could contest them easily.
Yeah. I could contest them.
Well, it would cost me
It would
substantially.
be simple, but it wouldn't be easy.
Yes, marathon. It would definitely be marathon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
run from here to there. Simple.
it's attempt to get you to fix it. And when you don't, it's attempt to get the minister to fix it, who will say, you have to get the council to fix it. And I say, I already did. And then you get, well, then you go to court.
Yeah.
And then you get a court injunction, but the court is going to want to see what harm is done
By them doing it
by
that
them
way?
doing it that way. And
That's a hard one to prove.
they will see, like, I guess the only argument you have then is slippery slope.
Hmm.
And I have brought it up with a few council members who have, on occasion, done what they could. I mean, they could have been absolutely obstinate, and at least one of them is. But they could have been obstinate about those rules consistently, and forced council to do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to get business done other days. And if you piss everybody off on council, they will just vote against you just to vote against you. Not because it's good for the community, but because it was
Their
you.
butt hurt. Yeah.
And honestly, if this is where priors come in for doing this. I don't just look at what they are promising for the future. I look at how incumbents have delivered in the past. And if you are the kind of person who gets butthurt by a decision, I don't know how you're going to actually deal with things that come forward. Are you going to be butthurt about that and just vote against it because you're mad at a person? Or are you going to vote against something because you think it's a bad choice? Like I would, if you think that tearing down two houses to open up a park is a bad thing, I'm okay with that. You can think it's a bad thing. You know, the city buying two houses because there's a piece of park that doesn't have a lot of clear street view. That is one solution to that. I mean, another one would be to fence that off and put property there and then make it that property owner's problem, but that cuts away into parkland. And so there's like a lot of balancing has to go in there. And I don't claim I have those answers. I have my feelings, and if I were one of those people in the room, I would tell you why I think this is a good, and why this, and why I would vote this way on this thing.
As opposed to no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
I mean, if that sort of thing were to happen,
if
on
something like
7th
that,
Avenue,
or if you were to just blanket zone an area that might incur some multifamily dwellings where it's a mixed message situation that's going on the corner of 13th and 6th. I know the nearly located business does make comments about council's choices in that area.
Yep.
I enjoy, though, their ability to draw together food sales and political criticism, like, don't vote for a turkey, order one this Thanksgiving.
Awesome. That's well played.
Right. So, I mean, they weren't so hidden about some of their actual choices earlier, but they're getting better at...
They're being clever.
Yeah, I like it, and I appreciate... And yes, don't vote for a turkey. Like,
well, I mean, literally or figuratively.
Because 3 strikes. Seriously, you guys.
With God as my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Oh, the humanity.
Just wait till you're a kid and you visualize that as frozen turkeys.
Bub.
You just like hail, like you would not know.
Yeah, we're not WKRP, but
no, but we have those moments too. It's the telephone cops. Woo. What did you watch when you were a kid? Bailey, I think she was on a show called WKRP.
Yep. I don't know whatever happened to her. Whatever happened to Jan Smithers?
Right?
Really?
She probably just was like, I'm wealthy now, and
I got this. It's fine.
I'm gonna raise a family, hang out.
Yep.
Go back to school. I don't know. Yeah, go full Mayim Bialik, but not get a later show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be great. I mean, I'm surprised that Mayim Bialik got that role later in life. Because she blossomed pretty early.
That is true. That is true.
And I'm not the first person to make that joke, I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, that was a joke?
That was, yeah. The little /S.
Yeah.
Whoop.
So, I have feels about some of the current council members.
It's really hard not to call out the one that we have been dancing around. Just saying.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh, I'm trying really hard not to, because I'm trying to be open-minded. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to come to the same conclusion. If I am truly open-minded about this situation, informed by my personal biases of how this should all run, I am certain that if I could ignore my priors, that I would still come to the same conclusion that I don't think this person should be on council.
I agree. I find it interesting sometimes when we promote the awards we've received. And then when such awards are investigated, we find that it is for a practice that I find unconscionable.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I would necessarily I'm sure whoever won such singular award in their list of awards, even though singular that I can find, it's not a good award. It's not.
An agenda with a single agendum on it?
Yes. Yes. Agendum.
That is... Yeah, so
for sure.
If I give you...
I mean, I'm a datum. I can handle this.
If I give you the agenda, it is the list of items.
Yes.
Each item is an agendum.
Or an agenda item, just so that I don't have to sound all weird.
In modern English, we say an agenda item, but an agendum is...
The item on the agenda.
Yes.
It's the line of...
Yeah.
Each. Yeah. Neat.
Cool, hey?
Fun words. I like fun words. Any counselors we can think of that were like all-stars? See, that's the problem I'm also having.
I don't feel we had all-stars this term. I think everybody had some ups and downs.
Yes. Yeah. And that's okay. I'm okay with humans.
I don't think any of these are going to end up, for this term, being on the Wall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hats off to retiring counselor Jeff Carlson. Enjoy your retirement.
Yeah,
it's cool. You spent a few terms on council and then you retire from it.
That's
all the best.
Kudos for you for knowing the limits
and staying within it.
But for having newness enough of idea rather than ensuring the status quo.
Yep. But also for coming back for a second term, because I recall having conversations with him after his first term, and he was like, I don't think I can do this again. And then he went and did, and it was like, okay. And I found his feet and niche, and and he was very much a people person. Like, high on his list of agenda is looking out for the people, and I really appreciate that. And he spoke up about that almost all the time. I would rather that somebody speaks up first about the people. He was also one of the first people to ask about fiscal responsibility, but he asked about the people first. Like, it's great. Let's do this. It's good. We need this affordable housing. How much can we afford to do this? How does this fit? What are the contingencies? Those kinds of questions. And those are really good questions that I think are the kind of questions that I would want from some new council member, because of course there will be at least one. I think there will be at least two.
We're thinking
If
two,
I don't think I've seen
one.
I don't think I've seen Nick Palladino's name on the rerunning list. So
we'll try and do some updates and have like a full list ish.
yeah. So that's where we're at with that. So, and there's some cool candidates coming out that many people don't know. And I am one of many people.
Yeah, like, and that's, I get excited a little bit. I'm like, ooh, fresh meat, right? Like,
Yeah. Who else can I be extremely critical of?
yeah. And so that brings me to a slight little sidetrack. Thank you all, each and every one of you, for putting your names out there.
Yeah.
I might not like you at all, but I am aware of what this can do to you, your family. Like, it's not an easy task. You are going to eat it from either people like me or people that are opposed to me because you're the counselor I've picked, as an example.
Again, I might not vote for you. I might not like you, but I do respect that you are putting your name out, that you are willing to step up for our community.
Oh, look. Jesse has sent me the list of candidates.
Cool.
So I don't have to do any homework.
I assume someone else besides Blaine Higgin is running for mayor, because I saw Blaine Higgin advertising, and you don't have to advertise if you're.
We have 4 candidates for mayor.
4 candidates for mayor. Fire away.
We have a Quentin Carlson.
I don't think he's any relation.
We have a Blaine E. Higgin. We have a Ryan Meny.
Ah, yes, Ryan Meny.
And Michael Petrakis.
Oh, yeah.
Years of military paying off right now, because I read these last names. No problem so far.
So far. We haven't got to the second page yet.
Second page. Counselors, 8 positions. It appears to be...
Looks like 16 on the name.
Give or take. Katie 20. Aurora.
Yep.
Kelty Baird. Hi, Kelty.
Yep.
So that's an interesting, when we talk about fiscal responsibility and then caring for citizens, small business owner, entrepreneur, definitely citizen focused.
Absolutely. She's sat on so many committees.
Mm-hmm. Mark Campbell.
Yep.
Belinda Croson.
Oh, you skipped one.
Oh, Al Bieber. I did forget Al. From press to politics.
It's an unusual direction.
It typically is. It usually does seem to go the other way. I've got Belinda, Reiko Dodick, Rufa Doria, Robin James. I feel like that's like a magician.
It feels that way, but
Come and see Robin James live. No, okay, sorry.
It's anytime somebody has 2 first names.
Oh, yes.
Jeffrey Graham.
Yeah, I know, right?
Stephen Graham.
Tevi Legg.
Oh, yeah.
Margaret Maggie Matulich. I'm going to go with Hungarian Matulich.
Yep.
John Middleton Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Parker. 2-term Ryan. We love you, buddy. Tom Rulston. Jerry Sagwin. Mike Schmittler. Jen Schmidt-Rempel. Saketu Shah. And Ryan Wolf. Ryan's run before. Good for you, Ryan. Good for you for running again.
Yeah.
That's how Blaine made it. He just kept running.
You just keep running.
It works.
Run, Ryan, run.
Run.
Run, Forrest. So we're about halfway through, and we've just recited a list of names from the Book of Names of people running for Lethbridge City Council.
Oh, yeah, because next week was going to be phone book otherwise, if that was exciting. When he got to my name, I cried.
It became a part of me. So this is how did you get there? And you're probably wondering, how did we get here?
I don't know.
I drove today.
Oh, yeah.
I did not cycle today.
I flew.
Did you drove one or did you flew? You know,
apparently there's inside jokes in our family that are cumbersome. Wait. This show called How Did You Get There shows where we're critical of thoughts, ideas, opinions, and beliefs, and not necessarily the people that hold them. Yeah.
And we're the people. It's not Jess or anybody else. Thanks for tuning in.
We're the holding idea people.
Today's show is nominally about how to select or how we select,
Yeah,
not how you should,
No.
but some ideas that you may want to incorporate in your selections. This is our opinion of how you might want to consider.
Dear grade 8 class teachers in social studies,
Yeah.
throw this alternate perspective at your kids.
Yeah. What happens if you only think about this thing? That's a good question that I'm going to bring up as soon as I finish getting to this part.
Right at the half.
Yeah, we're at the half, and it's like, so my thought was, what are the consequences of only focusing on one thing that you want to have happen? So the positive consequence is
That one thing could happen.
you get that one thing. But the people you elect who are running on doing that one thing aren't necessarily even interested in doing any of the other things that need to be done. Like if you elect some people because you think we need a soccer center,
Mm-hmm.
and the person who really wants the soccer center also gets elected and works really hard to get a soccer center, hypothetically, what happens to all of their other decisions once the soccer center has been granted? For example, hypothetically.
The park.
The park. So I should have said the park.
Yeah.
But I had one in mind when I said that.
Yeah.
And for my money, I did not enjoy the remainder of the work that came from the people who were elected to do that one thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think
seem to feel fait complete, like they were. I'm done. I did. That's what I came to do. I'm done.
And as much as I deeply, deeply think the city of Lethbridge deserves for its citizenry a performing arts center that will last for another 50 to 100 years, I think it's foolhardy to only elect people who are going to push that forward to the exclusion of all the other great ideas that our community also needs. All right. So while I appreciate and support an organization, a disorganization that wants this, I don't think it's the only thing that we need. We need facilities to keep us healthy physically. We need facilities to keep us healthy mentally. We need facilities to keep us healthy socially.
Mm-hmm.
We need all of these things. And if you are a one-trick pony, I don't think that we need you on council. I think we need we need people who can see the people side, but also understand that stuff costs money.
Yeah.
And do all the things. Like I get beat up a lot by people that say, I don't mind paying taxes, don't waste my money.
Yeah.
But I like roads and the sewage not being in my house and somebody taking the garbage away from the front of my house so I don't have to make a trip to the dump.
Like every other week. But yeah.
Yeah,
it would be once a month for me because I don't really mack up that much garbage. But
yeah, on average,
my recycling on the other hand would be.
My recycling is just full all the time.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. Like we don't. Like,
no, yeah, I buy fresh
every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We typically have like a half a bin of recycling. We make about one kitchen catcher size. Sorry, that's a brand name. I didn't mean to use that. One small kitchen-sized garbage bag of garbage in the house a week. Plus then from little dribs and drabs around, maybe one additional one in the month.
Yeah, once you rack up all the bedrooms and bathroom ones.
Yeah, I mean, so on average, we do about one a week.
Yeah.
And we have the small black bin, not the large black bin, and it's almost never full.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. I think sometimes at Christmas I max some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes we do like massive house cleaning stuff and discover that we've just accumulated a bunch of garbage, literal garbage that we just can't give to an organization that could provide it to other people who need it, or to another organization who could sell it to other people who want it.
I.e., we can't donate it to the local charity shops.
We donate so much stuff to the charity shops when we clean house, just like. One man's trash is another man's gold.
Yeah. Treasure. I don't know, something like that. So you were thinking a single line question might work the other way?
I think that single line questioning is probably ultimately a bad way to select.
Mm-hmm. Single line promise, perhaps.
Single line promise.
I wondered if if we could have like a paradigm sorting question though, like use this on the inverse. My goal is my focus, my single issue are the citizenry.
Yeah.
Like, that's my big going in issue is the members of the community. Then I take that one big, this bias I'm going to carry with me as I go into this and I look at everybody's platforms is who's actually suggesting they can look after people as opposed to who's thinking they can move a problem somewhere else.
Who's thinking that building a fence around a park is the solution?
Yes.
Hypothetically,
that locks only stop honest people.
Right.
And I don't believe that locking things down does the public much good.
Yeah.
That's my bias, of course.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And I always follow that up with whatever an ounce and a pound are, because this is a metric country.
Yeah, I actually love the stark contrast because it's way better if you say a gram of prevention is worth a kilogram of cure. That is, 1 to 1,000. That is 1 to 1,000 versus 1 to 16.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like
pints a pound the world around.
Yeah.
A penny for your thoughts, whatever a penny is.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are, I love those.
Yeah. Oh man, if we could have somebody be clever, I think I would enjoy that if there was somebody who was actually parliamentarily clever on council. Like did it in such a way that it advanced conversations, but was just like clever and quotable and let people truly know where they stand without making a mockery of the entire room.
That would be...
I would love to see decorum. We can't have decorum now.
Why can we not have decorum now?
Well, there are no every council code of conduct of every municipality in the province of Alberta has been repealed by the province under the Municipal Government Act. Every municipal code of conduct has been repealed. Because they're going to make a code of conduct that applies to all municipalities equally.
I definitely would just make a bylaw work around that, but sure. Yeah.
You can't. It actually specifically states, and you may not make a bylaw to work around this.
That's easy. That's so easy.
I
know the laws.
I went looking. It is not as easy as you think. So it's in the act now that you may not enact any bylaw that purports to govern the conduct of members of the council.
So you're suggesting that for the first and only time ever, the Alberta government rolled out a thing that had legal surety? Because I keep running into the things that the Alberta government rolls out but doesn't actually understand what the F it's saying, because people say, hey, we did that thing. And then they're like, that's not really what we meant.
Maybe by October next year, they will have written the piece of legislation that gives municipalities.
So we just don't have them.
There is no code of conduct.
Replacement.
There was no replacement yet.
Oh, so I am right. They did the thing without having a plan. That's freaking awesome.
Right. So honestly, for the next year or so, councillors can yell at each other.
Go into council then.
I can go into council and say,
"Fuck
you
all."
Wait, no, you can't, because there is. It's not because
I need to be on council. Then I can tell the people that have come to see me to fuck right off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Because there's no code of conduct.
Get the fuck out of council.
They're not violating any code. As long as you're doing your job, my God, you don't have to do it politely.
Whew. Oof. Oof.
So I think
it's not too late for me to run, is it?
I think it is.
Damn.
I think Friday was your day.
Suddenly, all of a sudden, I'm like, ooh, put this asshole on council would be my poster.
Yep.
And I would put flower face, and then I would be,
so
it would behoove me to speak my mind. should that happen.
So the rosy side, the put on my rose tinted glasses, as it were.
That's some pretty rose tinted glasses.
I look at this. I look at this as an opportunity for the citizenry to step up, and very carefully consider what kind of person you want to have on council, because the kind of person that you elect to council is only bound by their own character at the moment and not constrained by law to behave that way. They may not violate laws, because there's laws against that. It's not
like they can't just randomly kill people and they're absolved. I understand.
Yeah, they haven't got there yet.
But they don't. Yeah. I've seen.
But they can be bullies in the council chamber.
90 days since the fixing of the healthcare system. Yeah. Anyway, just because you can kill them.
Just really slowly.
I don't. Sorry.
Right.
That one turned my brain off a little. That council can just turn into a yell fest now.
Yep.
But only with the councilors. We the public just get to sit there and watch. Really be careful in this election. This election seems to matter more than most have in recent times, especially on a municipal level.
And given that particular thing, and knowing which councilors willfully disregarded their own procedure bylaw.
Yes. They made their
on
own rules
numerous
and couldn't
occasions.
even follow those. Well, they inherited a set of rules, and they still knew those rules when they got the job and refused to follow those.
They have in their current council, they've updated the bylaw.
I didn't even want to pretend that happened. I thought that happened, but I was like, nah, because then they would stick to the new rules because they made them.
No, they agreed to them. They signed a piece of paper saying they agreed to do the thing, and then they promptly didn't do the thing. But now we can't, and we never could hold them accountable for it. Only council could, because that's the way our council bylaw was written.
I just want to check a thing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so there's enough people running, we could replace council.
Yep. I think there's 20 councilors running.
It appears...
Or 20 councilor candidates, give or take small
1, 2,
change.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18.
18. And we have room for 8.
Yes.
And
there
there
are
are
4 people running for mayor. We have room for 1. We could replace these people that have made a set of rules for themselves, and not everybody follows them. Maybe if you're unsure about replacing all of council, find the ones that most closely followed those rules that they made for themselves, and use that as maybe a bit of a weight on the scale of selection.
Following
your
own rules.
I can't. I don't love all the rules.
Yeah,
I love when everybody plays by the same rules, though.
Yeah. I wish I could say that I have always followed all of my own rules, and I have not.
Nope. I agree. I'm with you.
Right. But when I am responsible for somebody else, when I am doing something in trust for someone, and I have to do it within those rules, I will do it within the rules, even if I think the rule is dumb. I might lobby for changing the rule. I might, but I will follow the rule because it's
if you're elected to this job, you agree to the set of rules.
Yep.
And as our council did, apparently, if you don't like those rules, you could adjust, amend, and agree to a new set of rules. This is totally useless and a waste of taxpayer dollars if you don't actually follow your own rules. You have wasted all that debate time. You have wasted all that printing cost. There are legal fees involved. You know how many lawyers the city has, not counting the one official one.
Not enough.
Yes and no.
For the problems that they make for themselves.
This is that poor overworked fella. I would like to have sympathy for him. I don't.
Yeah, or his staff.
Prevention.
I have sympathy for his staff.
Yes.
But the guy that sits in the meeting all the time could probably just go ahem to the clerk who's sitting right beside the mayor, and the mayor can go, and the clerk can go ahem, and the mayor can go, oh yeah, right.
Yes, it would take all of that.
Right.
And that wouldn't violate any procedure.
Yep.
Not that they would follow them anyway. Would apparently.
Can you imagine if you were if you were trying to do something like make a lawlessness task force, and you just didn't follow the law to do it?
That would be so amazingly ironic. Like if I was like, what we need to do is spend money on law enforcement. So the best way to do that is make a committee that can hide spending on law enforcement.
Yeah.
But just show it as we're promoting law enforcement.
Sure.
But $0 were spent in that committee officially.
Can you imagine? Like I can hardly imagine that anyone, who is responsible to the citizenry, is confronted by a citizen who points out something like maybe making a lawlessness task force without actually following the law, and then to have an attempt at belittlement in the public sphere in writing. I just can't imagine who would do that such a thing, and
we should
actually
get Yale back on here,
and actually really expect to get reelected, or at least get a vote from that person. Because, oh boy, howdy! But I got a great T-shirt out of the deal. So
that's. I mean, and thanks Yale.
Thanks Yale.
We should get Yale back.
Yeah,
it'd be our first 3-timer.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool. And he's worthy. He's hilarious, and smart. And cares about people. I can relate.
Why can't he be on council?
Why doesn't he run? Because it's not easy. People pick on you. He already gets attacked in the public sphere without being on council.
Oh, this like, why don't I run? I like being married to my charming and lovely wife.
Yeah,
and she has threatened to kill me.
Let's see where I'm single and maybe we'll run again.
Right.
But so, that's a thing.
So I think we are all, because of the way our brains are wired, we are all predisposed to our prior experiences informing our future choices.
I feel that is correct.
And it's weird that Bayes really twigged onto this, that the thing that we do by nature is actually a thing that follows actual statistical patterns and actually matters. Like, we're not perfect at it, but we don't have to be perfect. We're just continually making an improved best guess.
The nature of science, by and large, like if we have a decent model to predict things with, that's great. If we can come up with a way to improve that model, that's great. If we come up with a whole new model that makes better predictions than that first model,
that is very hard.
That is very hard, but great.
Yeah.
Like if we have to yard out old model because new model that much better, cool. Yep. And I think predictive capability is a good measure of these models. That's
so if I go back and I look at the history of elections in Lethbridge, and I only have like spot knowledge of the last 50-ish years to draw on. It is exceedingly rare that someone who is on council and seeks re-election, it is exceedingly rare that they do not get re-elected. I can't really put a finger on one. Maybe
I can absolutely pick an off and on again a couples.
Like, yeah, but it's because they didn't. Is it because they didn't run?
No. You're forgetting one of my all-time favorites. And mostly because just contrarian value.
Oh, will the sun come out?
Bill Cousins.
Oh, Bill Cousins.
So Bill Cousins would get elected, would sometimes not get elected. I do not recall a time he did not run until like his last.
Yeah. Until he finally decided he's not going to run. Yeah.
Right. But there were times about that. Yeah. So, but he would get elected, and there are times he would not. Liz Iwascu likewise.
Yes.
There was a time she got elected. There was another time she did not, and then she got elected again.
Yeah.
There was no time in which those 3 occasions she was not running.
I think Joe Morrow one of those
got not elected once,
and then got reselected. Didn't he end up falling back up because Wade Galloway passed away?
Yes. Yes, I think that's.
Or I think that was the one.
Or Leah Switzer.
I forget
who moved up.
One. So there was a thing that happened there that was kind of the thing, but and but it's rare. Like,
but we need counselors like Wade.
Yeah.
Not but like not really, because he was also sort of one of those single item agenda guys.
We need a skate park.
But once
that's a
he got
people
into
thing.
the job,
Yeah, he was
like, oh, whoa, look what I could do.
Yep.
Right? Well,
how much can I do for this community?
Yeah.
From this chair.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of great counselors over. Like again,
I don't mind Jeff at all for
I've been paying attention.
actions.
I've been paying attention to this stuff for roughly 50 years of my life, and I've seen people do the thing, and I've seen it become more divisive more recently. Maybe it's just because my perspective has shifted that I've seen it, but I do recall times where counselors might have disagreed with each other, but they still collegially went and did the thing, and they got their
they still went to Christmas dinner together.
They still went
as
to-
we say
yeah.
colloquially. So a different way that this single item source is a problem, or I guess to flavor or round it out differently. Let's say I live somewhere and I am anti-immigration. I just think immigration is terrible. I will do what it takes to ensure the guy that wants to stop this immigration that I hate gets elected.
Yep.
Well, I only voted for him because of the immigration. I did not vote for him because of the random cattle prodding in the streets or whatever's going on. That's not the consequential actions that might find repugnant. But by God, I'm happy now because the immigration problem solved. So that is still my guy, regardless.
So I would now be forced in the position of supporting somebody who's doing things that I do not support because I wanted them to do this one thing.
It is the sunk cost fallacy, essentially. But
my personal one would be if there's someone who says, I am going to build a performing arts center no matter what the cost. And I go, great, I'm voting for this person. And then they get elected and they go, yeah, because no matter what the cost means is we're going to rip down every heritage building, sell the land to the highest bidder so that we can build in a performing arts center. It's like, I
didn't think that was what I was voting for.
Yeah, well, you said performing arts center, so we're going to do it at any cost, and so now we're there. It's like, we're also going to sell your children into slavery. And it's like, all right, well.
I guess that's another, sometimes don't actually try and read into what people are telling you. Just believe sometimes what they are telling you. They're going to lie about some of the things they don't want you to know. But when they tell you the thing that they want you to know, really look at that thing as though that's really what they're going to do. It's not always the case, right? Like, oh, I'm going to fix homelessness. I'm expecting that of you. I'm going to, right? Like, whatever the thing you claim you're going to do, that's my expectation. Whether I voted for you or not, if you get elected and you've said you're going to do that thing, that is the expectation. I didn't vote for Carney.
We're going to install new buses in the city. We're going to call one Yearn.
But he said the first 2 years are going to be crap ass. If I get elected, said Mark Carney, the first 2 years are going to be crap ass. And after that, we'll start into recovery.
Yeah, because he's got a whole lot of crap ass to deal with.
Right? So, not my pick or whatever. But when people are like, it's 3 months in and look at the disaster, dude said actually exactly this would happen.
Because he knows what he's doing.
He's doing the thing he said he was going to do. The outcome is as predicted. It makes no sense to me whether I approve of that choice or not, right? Regardless, dude is doing the thing he said. The outcome is happening as he said it would. Like, I look for that in my politicians, whether I support them or not.
Yeah. So I'm going to, if I were to ask some tough questions at a thing, they've got things coming up. I forget what you call those things.
Forum.
Yes, forum.
I'm going to a forum. I'm going to the fora.
Yes. Aphora?
Yes.
Sephora. Semaphora.
Have I got one of those for you later?
All right.
Yeah.
So questions I would ask are, how will you deal with the decisions that are left unmade for the first 3 months of your term because there are no council meetings scheduled because you're all new? And that's a question I mostly have for the incumbents, because they're the ones who say, okay, we can't have meetings during this period, this 1 month period.
Because the one new guy on council.
Well, there'll be two. But
yeah.
no, like this month they can't.
Yeah.
But then when they get back in, when they actually come in after the election,
they should
they don't have any decision-making meetings for quite some time. And that's
stupid. A waste of my tax dollars. Yeah. Counterproductive. What other words
keep
can
going.
I come up with?
Well, don't keep going, because we only got like a minute and a half left. So.
Especially because, as good a prediction model as it is, odds are our council will be full of incumbents. And so I think if they hit the ground running, that is not such a problem. No. They're going to roughshod, ramble, whatever, first new peoples anyway, regardless of whether it's at some nice little retreat in Waterton or in the council chambers.
I do appreciate. A different day we'll talk about retreats.
I do appreciate retreats, but I feel like that is the start of the bullying process in this.
Let's go away so we can
tell you how things get done.
Yep.
There's other things that go on, and I'm sure they're productive otherwise. Team building, blah blah blah.
I will claim that I agree with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Gently claim, not vigorously. So we're going to come back in 2 weeks after having done our homework, and we're going to look at how we might choose. I'll talk a little bit about voting in Lethbridge, I think, because we have the top 8 past the post.
Yes.
I
have been sitting. I've sat ninth before.
There's subtleties to that.
It's the argument from popularity.
Yep. And the power of a single vote. But
yes.
We'll talk about.
Oh my goodness!
We'll talk about that in depth in 2 weeks' time. But in the meantime and in between time, I hope you have a ring-a-ding-dong dandy.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Steven.
And thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Thanks, Jess.
Girls, theys, thems, us's.
Yep.
Wees.
Mm-hmm.